Welcome to the Positively You podcast. I'm your host, Jessie Larson, and I'm passionate about helping you shift the way you think so you can create a life you're absolutely obsessed with. Each week, I'll be bringing you a guest or a thought that's going to help you feel more optimistic and equipped to take real action. Get ready to push past limiting beliefs, ditch that negativity, and start showing up as the best and most positive version of you. Girl, let's do this. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Positively You podcast. I'm Jess. I'm so happy to hang out with you today, just like I am every single week. If this is your very first time tuning in, welcome. I'm so incredibly happy to have you here. And if you're a returning guest, thank you so much for being here, for your support, for your love, and all the things, and for working hard to become the best and most positive version of you. Because when we show up as our best, when we feel good in the world, we help make the world a better place. We can put out good energy, and it's just we all rise, right? A rising tide raises all ships. A rising vibe raises all of us. So there you go. All right, I want to talk today. This whole month has kind of been focused a little bit around self-love, loving ourselves, self-care, compassion, all things love related, but I've really tried to pull it into like our own kind of thing instead of going like with a romantic love or things like that with Valentine's. Oh, and it's Valentine's Day today when I'm recording this. So in that, I had an experience this weekend that was less than ideal. And I debated whether or not I should come on and share it. And I ultimately decided that I'm going to. So we'll get to that in just a second. But I've been reflecting the past couple of days about the relationship that we have with our bodies. And how up and down and in and out and complicated that relationship can sometimes be. And then I also started thinking about our body's relationship with like others. And this will make sense, right? Like, okay, I'll just get into it. So this weekend I was somewhere, I was meeting new people, and okay, let's just preface this first, you guys. Don't ever comment or assume someone is pregnant. There we go. We'll leave it at that. So I'm having a chat with somebody, and something comes up about like exercise and working out and what we do. And she was like, oh, that's really cool. You can do that while pregnant. And I was like, oh, and like the world froze for a minute. And I don't like to make other people uncomfortable. And so I kind of froze a little bit, and I didn't freeze. I carried on. I just said, oh, I'm not pregnant. Continued on with the conversation. But hi, I don't care how confident you are. That comment affects you. And I really, in the moment, was able to kind of brush it off and go on with my evening and have a good time. But I mean, it was there, right? I was a little bit more self-conscious the rest of the night. I was a little bit more. And here's the thing too, going into the evening, I've had a couple of up and down weeks. I'll just say that, okay? Where I haven't been feeling as at home in my body, which has been so funny because in the gym, strength-wise, I'm killing it. I'm hitting personal bests. I'm like, my weight on the bar is going up. I am really, really strong right now. But my body also doesn't like feel, I don't know. I'm having a weird relationship right now. And I want to be open with it because I know I'll post my lifts on Instagram or different things, and it might seem like I've made it, right? That I'm just like home and I'm confident and I feel good all the time. And I just want to be real and let you know that like, I don't know. It's crazy how you can feel really, really good and also like not at the exact same time. Like it's such this complex thing. And so if you're there and like you're looking at other people who seem super confident and seem super like at home with themselves, like I guarantee that they have their days too. Like we're all there. So like, please don't think that someone has it all together because they don't. I mean, I don't want to speak for anybody else, but like that's just been my experience. So going into that evening, I already didn't feel great. I had been shopping for different dresses and like just not having a great time finding something. And I finally decided that I had one that was going to work. It fit the color scheme that I needed to wear. And I told myself, I said, you know what? I'm going to get dressed and then I'm going to not worry about it. I'm going to go and have fun and not worry about myself. I'm not going to worry about what I look like. I'm not going to worry about anything. I'm going to look in the mirror one last time before I leave, and then I'm going to leave, and then I'm going to go. And being concerned about what I look like isn't going to be my concern that night, right? It was a charity event. It was a super fun night. I was with a lot of amazing women and networking, and I didn't want to be concerned with what I looked like. So I put on the dress. I probably could have, whatever, it's fine. And, anyway, so all of this is to say that like in that moment, I actually felt okay. I let the comment come and I let it roll off my back. And I went and I shared it with a couple of girls that I was with. I was like, you guys, guess what just happened to me? And they were fuming because, hi, we know this. There's like a code, right? We know not to say anything. Like even if someone is like 9 months pregnant, like you know they're about to pop, like you still don't say anything. So they were like livid. They were like more mad than I was. And I really wasn't mad. It was whatever. And then it was funny because in order to make me feel better, they wanted to kind of be like, well, look at her. Like, see, her dress is tight too. And you can see a pooch there too. Or like, hey, look at her. And I was like, you guys, it's fine. And that's when I started thinking about our relationship with other people's bodies and people's relationship with our bodies, right? Like, I mostly feel really good, right? There's a few things I want to change, but hi, welcome to life. My relationship with my body is more important than your relationship with my body, right? Let me say that again. My relationship with my body is more important than your relationship with my body. If I think I look good, if I feel confident, if I feel great and fine and I think I'm whatever, fantastic. If you think that something's wrong, that my stomach is too big, that my arms are too whatever, that's your thing. I don't need to cater my body to your expectations or to whoever's expectations, societies, magazines, people on the internet and social media, comparisons, like all of these things. Like, it's very interesting when we start thinking about our bodies and how other people feel about them. That doesn't matter. It does not matter, especially like a stranger that I'm like probably never going to see again, right? It does not matter what other people think about your body, period. So that is why like I've been working my youngest is going to be 6. And so the work really started after he was born. I can't believe it's been that long, but really been working this hard on getting good with myself. And you guys, some days I'm on top of the world and I feel so good and so confident and like just like sexy and awesome and like feeling just everything, right? And then there's days where I want to cry in the shower and research all the plastic surgeons and just have somebody like snap their fingers and make me perfect. So just to say I'm human, like I have these up and down emotions and feelings, and we all do. But in that moment, I was really able to let it go. And I think that's because I've done so much work. And I know that there's no end point. There's no, okay, I'm perfect now. Like, I work out and I work hard to feel good mostly. Like, yes, I want to look good, obviously. But I do it to be healthy. I do it to feel good. And like, that's been such a huge mindset shift that I've had to make that, I don't know. I mean, I'm probably rambling, but I feel like this is an important message to share. So hopefully this resonates with you, and just work on loving yourself. Work on talking yourself up and being your best friend and being compassionate and sharing kind words and kind thoughts with yourself. Because the outside people are going to have their opinions and they're going to tear you down, right? And not even tear you down on purpose. Like this poor girl, I feel awful. Whatever. Like, I'm sure she feels bad. And if she doesn't, that's another thing. But like the world is going to have its opinions and they might not be pretty. They might not be kind. And so the opinion that we need to focus on the most is ours. And so if you're in a headspace where you look in the mirror and it's just mean girl thought, mean girl thought, mean girl thought, like just try to shift one of them. You know, even if it's like, it's so important to do the work, you guys. It's so important to do the work because that comment 6 years ago would have rocked me to my core. And yes, it's rattled me. It's for sure rattled me, but it hasn't destroyed me. And that's progress, right? That's huge progress that I'm counting as progress. And after this, I'm going to let it go. It's going to be completely gone. I'm not going to focus on it anymore. I'm not going to dwell on it anymore because it doesn't matter. Her relationship with my body, her thoughts on my body do not matter. All that matters is my relationship with my body and the work that I'm doing to make that as healthy and as positive as possible. So, there you go. There's my thoughts for today. Welcome to the brain of Jessie for today. That's kind of what I want these like little Monday mini episodes to be anyway, is just like, hey, I have a thought. I'm not going to keep it to myself. Here you go. So if you found this helpful, share it, screenshot it, share it in Instagram. Just tell a friend about it. If you don't want to share that publicly, or if this like is something that touched a nerve or touched you and you needed to hear it, please let me know. There's nothing more that I love than connecting one-on-one with you. It's something that I love so much about why my community is small right now, is it's intimate and it's personal, and I love it. Love it so much. On this Valentine's Day, I just want to say I love you. Thank you for being here. I love the work that you're doing. Like I said at the beginning, to be the best and most positive version of you, to have the healthiest relationship with yourself that you can. And then that will turn into healthy, positive relationships with others and friendships and connections. And it just goes out and out and out and shines and shines and shines. So happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for tuning into this mini, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Oh, and Wednesday's a good one. You don't want to miss it. Okay, we'll see you then. Thank you for hanging out with me again today. I'm so glad you pressed play. If you want to take a quick second to share this episode with someone you think would love it too, that would be amazing. If you're loving the show, make sure you go and leave a review on iTunes. Reviews are like magic for podcasts, and your review will help get this show into the ears of more amazing women just like you. And come find me over on Instagram. I'm there at positively.jessie, and I cannot wait to hang out with you some more. So until next time, have an amazing week.